Alrighty. Hello everyone. About to finish up some Bioshock with Let's See. Episode 2 this time. And then we'll be all done with it. As when we left off, we played the first one. And now it's time for the second one. So if you're here to lurk, that's fine. Put your feet up, grab a snack, a drink, whatever, or all
They
three.
told me, son,
Enjoy the show.
you were born to do great things. They were right.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. You think that's a child down there? She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Head to medical!
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked?
There ain't no Atlas, kid. The name's Frank Fontaine.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up.
You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance.
Well then. Yeah, that was the end of Bioshock. So now this is the continuation of it.
So sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Ouch. Well, that's no fun. Oh my. Hold on a second, folks. Just a minute.
Mademoiselle,
Yes?
quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't. I can't accept...
Je vous en prie, j'insiste.
Oh, thank you.
Alrighty. Well, that's the opening. Croissant, cigarette, and some wine. Nice. She's in Paris. Good. Let's open sure.
Bonjour, Monsieur Surratt.
Bonjour, mademoiselle Elisabeth. Je manque d'inspiration aujourd'hui.
In Paris.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour Elisabeth.
Okay.
Bien le bonjour. Bonjour, mon ami. Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie petite américaine? Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonne journée. Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Bonne journée. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour, chérie. Et si tu venais
Bonne
boire
journée.
un verre avec nous?
Claude.
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec deux jolies filles.
Viens jouer avec nous, Elisabeth.
I'm sorry, Cosette. Next time, I promise.
Oh, dommage.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bien le bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Comment allez-vous?
Bonjour.
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Le pain est frais, le ciel est bleu et vous êtes resplendissante. Roquefort, camembert, brie de Meaux, les meilleurs fromages au meilleur prix.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
I go this way. Okay, cool.
Elle est tellement plus belle en vrai, tu trouves pas?
Si tu veux mon avis, il y a des choses qu'il vaut mieux garder en rêve.
I have music turned off.
L'oiseau ou la cage? L'oiseau ou la cage? Pourquoi pas les deux?
That's a little foreboding, isn't it?
Sally? Sally!
Come back.
Sally, wait!
Come back. Come back.
Wait! Sally, stop!
Come back.
Sally, where are you going?
Come back.
Sally, hold on!
Come back.
That's foreboding. There it stopped.
Come back.
Stop, stop! Where did she go? Go away. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything! No! It wasn't my fault! Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
Ah, so she feels guilt about that. I see.
Empty. Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the holdup?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker, what?
Say,
I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me.
That's between me.
And the slant.
And the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Just a minute, folks. That should do it. Okay. 5 feet. I don't. Okay.
In Paris, I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
I wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
Okay. So, where and what do I do? Let's do this way, I guess. Okay. Sounds good to me.
What? Oh, are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Oh my God. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up at the same place, I don't see the harm in enjoying the ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
How do you like that?
You're trading omniscience and croissance for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Huh. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
The Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris.
Hey, Navi, how are you?
And you're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option, as I see it, is to trust yourself. Find Suchong.
How's it going, Navi? How you doing? How's it going, Navi? I had to put my noise filter on for a minute.
made my quota. Well, all right. I was only off this much. Can't you cut a fella a break for once?
I think I'm gonna have to use this air grabber. It's gonna be messy. I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
That's a rat.
Personality. People just like me. Right off the shelf. You can't buy that for love of money.
Hey, we're all adults. Nothing we can't work around with a little...
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. He can't hear what's only in your head.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
The snoring. That's funny.
Children, a clay, Bradburn. It's up to us to see they become Grecian urns and don't return to mud. Get them young enough. You can mold them for life.
Ew.
Henry! Fetch that black label lacquers, that 12-year-old single malt. Let's discuss this life.
Now, let's get his lockpick.
Oh, hello, NOBS crashes, don't you? Fucking Christ. Alright. What do you mean? Oh. Okay, cool. That works.
Hello, children. I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy?
Yeah, I'm all good now.
No, says Peter the Parasite. We all deserve a piece.
OBS said freeze and not respond to anything, so I'd
Right to buy candy if I see fit. No, says Peter the
so I'd
Parasite.
do
You
the
must
control
only
panel
buy
and close it out.
fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Ryan the Lion says, chew on that.
Yep. Oh, that's alright. Okay.
Hello, children. I'm Ryan.
Where am I
the
going?
Lion. I'm
What is
here to
happening?
tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter.
You sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands.
And
It's
what
up
does
to you.
Ryan the Lion warn us? Those who cannot
Stealthy saber, Sigmund foes. Okay.
hate will always steal from those who do. Where is your empathy? Asks Peter the Parasite while he picks your pocket. You know this word, empathy. You'll find it in the dictionary under L-I-E. All right, boys and girls.
Quiet you.
First, a law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
What? What the shit? Sure.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business. Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Ew. Okay.
So I grist a few palms from time to time. What of it?
For me.
I'd been told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
Where the shit do I hear that voice?
If that's what they call a fellow who's prosperous. Determined,
Whatever it is, I can't hear my
uncompromising,
footsteps.
then fine. The shoe fits, you got me. Criminal dealings? Ha! Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course. First, a law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Mark.
Shut your stupid ass up. Beautiful. Okay. I don't know if you heard me, Navi. I greeted you. Say what's up. How's your day been? Oh, okay.
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960, with Booker, when you drowned some...
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels like. All right, if we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin is the place to start. I know the way.
Cool. Well, I guess OBS has been fucking around here from the start. Saying what's going on and all that fun stuff, and if there's any lurkers in the chat, they can just grab a snack and a drink and relax and enjoy the show.
There has been a lot of idle talk from gadflies and naysayers following the nationalization of Fontaine Futuristics. I believe in free men and free markets, but I also believe in my city. And Frank Fontaine's purpose was nothing less than the destruction of Rapture. It was he who gave comfort to the laggards and layabouts. It was he who coddled the tramps and vagabonds. Fontaine was poisoning the people of Rapture. But his venom wasn't made of arsenic or strychnine. No. It was concocted from something far deadlier. It was brewed from altruism. Now you know.
And no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe. Anyway, sorry.
Welcome to the Circus of Value. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Okay, where am I? Yeah. Excuse me. Oops. These.
It is your duty to report the smuggler.
Need a left deck. Okay. Where's lockpick then? Looks like it's this way.
I was here as well. Right after I came through, I needed something to wear that was a little more Rapture appropriate.
You don't say.
Dear Madam, I have received your letter regarding our new line.
Wow. You didn't have these books in my tower.
I wonder why. Good Lord. Okay. Just gonna scooch our way out of here.
Well, gee, I am. Fontaine's was my favorite department store. What's the big idea with Ryan sinking it?
Well, that's an example of a few bad eggs ruining it for the rest of us. Rapture was being undermined by a growing number of undesirable types. Where would you put them?
Ryan, competition.
The blue pin.
You know as well as I do, these decisions come from the entire...
Where nose making a device. Make sure it's equipped. Fire windows.
I suppose you're right. But where am I going to shop now?
I hear there's a sale at Ryan's Boutique.
It's all money
Last one there's the rotten eggs.
Touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Did you hear that?
Don't you think you can hide? I know every inch of this house. Not such the eager beaver I'd thought.
Come on!
Come on, what?
Goodness, this will never happen to my boy.
What you mean? What you saying?
I'll make sure of that. You hear? See?
No, I don't. Just give me some more. I forgot that this is the stealthy part of the game. Because for the rest of this game, the rest of Bioshock anyway, you just run around guns blazing. But let's see. Okay. Ta-da.
Once I could see everything, every possible moment. Now,
You're just like everyone else.
why? Why, because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you talking to nobody? If I'd pegged you for a loon, I might have had second thoughts on our arrangement.
I'll hold up my end, but I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass in a lass.
For once, he and I agree. Where are you?
I told Santa Cone I'm always ready to cut a peck. I promise you. Said he'd call.
Somebody would have called attention to myself. Okay.
It's a superb life, children. If you never, ever weaken.
It's him. It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. I can't hurt him. I could keep my distance, but if I watched myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
You're against the guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
Could be.
Conflict. That's how you evolve. Physically, mentally. If you're not prepared for metamorphosis, there's the door.
Go get him, buddy.
Selfishness, Peter the Parasite.
What is this I see?
Nothing.
Ah!
Like I said,
Harassment.
nothing.
That's what this is.
You don't see shit, lady. Go to sleep.
Unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Assuming.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
Interesting. Okay. Okie dokie.
Huh. What's this? Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Wait a minute. Suchong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge.
I like the spotlight, but not that much.
I think we found our man.
No sign of him now.
Either he's dead, or working for Ryan.
Working for Ryan.
Locked. And nothing to pick. But I come here for a reason, right? Isn't that why you told me to find Suchong?
Well, technically, you told yourself.
Thanks, I appreciate the reminder.
Of what?
My tenuous mental state.
People ain't designed to see what you see. And now that you're just plain old flesh and blood, well, be grateful you've got things this well held together.
There must be something here I need to find. Something Suchong was working on.
Until I find some darts, this is gonna have to do. Looks like I got nothing for nothing.
Blue test device. Suchong was opening tears?
So it was exactly.
Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, vigors. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Lutesses before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. They're... Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float.
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stock with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay.
Good lord. That's the crap out of me. That's that's my radar too. I thought I got radar for the first time. Oh, well, that just set the course, didn't it? Holy shit. Sorry if that blew out anybody's ears, because holy crap. You're gonna mind those loud. Wow.
And before I knew it, Ryan had me bounced out of my own restaurant. And that Korean had the run of the place. It was a good business, I tell you. I never should have told anyone about that light. About those weird buildings I saw floating in the clouds. And most of all, I never should have told no one about that girl who showed up one day in that old-timey blue dress.
Okay. Fuck. Navi, you bastard. Scared the shit out of me.
These are elements. Sodium, titanium. be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
There you go.
Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heat sink. Oh, that's... Where in a department store are we gonna find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work.
There you go.
Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here.
Yeah, you're right, Navi. He does kind of sound like Mando.
Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
There you go.
Problem. Big Daddy will not imprint on the little brats. Yet Fink succeeded in imprinting his disgusting bird on his subject. How has Fink, this stupid man, succeeded where Suchong failed? If Suchong could
Once I find replacements for these parts, it's just be a matter of swapping them in for the broken ones. She said optimistically.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. And you say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough of talk. Fix the machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Rapture 1958. Why, yes. I'd love to have children. 3 at least. Of course, I'd need to find the right
What did
fellow
you say? 1,
first.
2, 5, 6, wasn't it?
Fat cat. If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits, you got me.
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir. I'm representing Olympus Heights. Hope I do you all proud, gang. For the talent portion, I've chosen a song that's ever so dear to my heart, suggested by my dear, sweet mother. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and...
Hated that song. Good song, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 5. 5 stars.
Just find the place she's staying.
Very painful, I assure you.
the genuine article.
Pretty? You in the bedroom? I always been there for you!
Okay.
Who's there?
How can you rationalize cowering?
You don't see nothing. Bye. Bye.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
Why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, it'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
Nice. Well, one is better than none. Where am I going? And a vending machine for a tube. Okay. Vending machine for a tube.
Why, I'd never mollycoddle my little... First, the law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law? I need you to do...
Who's laughing now?
I'm done. Good job.
Well, my best.
Nothing's happened to
done.
my boy. I made him wear his best scarf today. He's bundled up. Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
It is. They just don't want ears.
That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded
Brony little
pride
self
into my
over there.
respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Only way to keep him away from bad influences.
Cyber's taking policy from time to time. What of it? I was told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
Okay.
Fat cat. If that's what they call a fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. Issue bits, you got it.
Okay. Cool.
The home is just an extension of the womb. He's my responsibility.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
Criminal dealings. Ha! Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course.
Let's see.
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure but the madhouse.
What the fuck? That is...
First, the law gets unaccustomed to such strange noises.
I've had it with this insolent behavior!
Give me the cold shoulder.
Stupid little bitch. Fucking keep still. Fuck off.
When I find you... I saw where you went.
Didn't see nothing. See, told you. You didn't see nothing.
Here.
Old Man Winter.
Fill
That's
your
how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
and get all that is your due. To do less is criminal, obscene. There are no excuses in Rapture.
I didn't catch that.
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine. Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us who don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it, and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Well, we'll see. If I have to fight my way out, I will.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding...
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of night...
Got it. Now I need to find Old Man Winter and a CO2 scrubber.
Welcome to the circus of value.
What?
No refunds, no returns.
Third time.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1958 bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign. There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
Okay. That's the good one, huh?
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd asked my opinion, which you didn't, I'd send a crew down here and clean up the place before they show up on your doorstep. But who am I except some undercover schmuck you sent to give you straight dope?
Just what we needed. All we need now is a CO2 scrubber.
Push me!
I'm saying that you?
Who the hell are you?
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, you know, it all depends on when we get out. You know, I mean, November 5th. It's a big founding of Rapture shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, you know, I mean, Arcadia is real popular. I mean, it's near New Year's Eve, and hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant.
It would help if they didn't fucking zip around. But, you know. Nice. Okay. Anyway. So far, that's the only annoying thing. The very split nanosecond I gotta shoot, they move.
I don't have time!
Hey, Sam, that you?
Who the hell are you? Together, we'll read.
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but you know, it all depends on when we get out. You know, I mean, November 5th. It's a big founding of Rapture shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, you know, I mean, Arcadia is real popular. I mean, it's near New Year's Eve, and hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant.
Lion is on the line. On the line. Did you give him my message? Did you give him my message?
Yeah, I did. The message was to stay asleep. Okay. It's a miracle I'm actually going the right way. Surprise.
Welcome to the circus of value. Hey, I've got a family to feed. Some value.
Nowhere. That way. Okay. You don't see nothing. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. Okay.
That will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
That's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks.
Don't sell yourself short. Most people excel at only one thing and think they're the best thing that walked the earth. So you're just fine doing what
The
you do.
humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that.
Okay.
Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
Fair enough.
First, the law gets bribery.
It's all I can say.
Belly in my privy, advising how I defecate.
By the way, Karen,
Martial law.
I know they're talking about me.
Could be talking about you. Never know.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
Only way to keep him away from bad influence. Dare. That earwax, that stuff's golden. Gums up the works so Ryan can't make you his
No,
slave.
it's not the strongest that survive, but the fittest. Those most capable of change. Could start us thinking for
Seems to me you're against the guy making fuck. I thought Rapture was open
I
for
keep my
business.
eye on these things. I catch everything going on. Like how Ryan's controlling with those messages.
Listen to that racket. Damn air grabber must be busted.
Leave any thoughts of escape to the rubes. Life down in Fontaine's is going to be what you make of it. So make it great.
You never listen, never learn.
Time to time. What of it? I'd been told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
You can't always rely on what you say.
clear away the debris. This debris begins inside.
That works really well.
You don't know nothing. Ryan's playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays, and I'll have him dance.
If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits. You got me. What the hell's that? I won't roll over for you!
Come back! Let's see this through! Together!
Let's not say we did. How about it?
How could you just walk away? I ain't got time for this.
Simple. Pretty easy, actually.
The anarchist Bakunin said the urge to destroy is only this way. When we waste your mind.
Okay. So how do I get in there?
Dressing you down? Far from it. It will go much further. We will unlift.
There has to be a button to release it, or something.
I hear you gossiping about me.
You don't hear nothing.
New songs.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're cracking open. My memories of the future and somewhere I'm going to go.
You sure it's your future you're looking at?
If not mine, then whose?
I've been on this 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to the real life.
What do you mean? I hear ya. I don't see ya.
The water surrounding Fontaine's department
Previous
store
part of
have
this
been seeded with an extensive
stuff.
number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive.
I told Sandra Cohn I'm always ready to cut a record.
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, you know, it all depends on when we get out. You know, I mean, November 5th, it's a big founding of Rapture shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, you know, I mean, Arcadia is real popular. If it's near New Year's Eve, then, hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant.
Hold on. This does not make any sense.
Folks always stare when I make a scene. You get used to it.
And I'm planning a big comeback. Just need a new agent. You know anybody?
Okay. Where is... Did I... Huh. Where is the code for this? Huh. Here's the same thing.
Recently,
Soup John's big coat. Oops.
I've been on a sabbatical going on 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to the real acting.
Nope. I didn't find it yet.
They're real personal to me. They're like love letters, straight from my heart.
Where does that go?
To all my fans stuck with me like you.
Oh, must be in here.
Who's there?
Oh. Surprise to me.
I told Sandra Cohn I'm always ready.
I imagine you view this as vindication of your theory.
I take no joy in her failure.
One must give her an A for effort.
But an F on results.
You give her no credit for good intention.
The universe does not grade on a curve. It's strictly pass-fail.
Surely it's better to have died trying.
Better trying not to die.
Well then. What a way to greet somebody.
The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a squirrel. That. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
So I greased a few.
See, I keep my eye on these things. I catch everything from behind. Like how Ryan's controlling with those messages.
Dirty though.
It's playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays, you know how they dance.
No, it's not the strongest that survive, but the fittest.
Okay.
Those most capable of change. A good start is thinking.
Of course, the buildings are being fabricated above the waves. But we will lower them on a lunette ring, submerged into the structure's steel frames. So much steel, you wonder. How will we keep so large a purchase from the government? Water is buoyant. We shall not frame Rapture in steel, but in aluminium. The government jackals may suspect me of building an air force, but never a city.
I won't hurt anybody if I don't have to. They make me.
Why are my hands all red?
If we seek out the fight, perpetually.
These jerks. It's Kara.
Ouch. 5 picks. You greedy shit. Whatever.
Simple. You want to mind control everybody? Public address system. That's how you do it, Kara. Just like that.
Sorry, I'm not speaking very much. It's just stealthy mission. I'm trying to keep an ear out for sounds.
My hands! Cleanliness equals success!
Intellectual superhumans.
It's all hand signals. Clear looks. By the way, Kara, I know they're talking about me.
Complete revolution. One mind at a time.
Probably a switch around here somewhere.
Neat. There it is.
This is gonna be noisy.
Wasn't I?
Think they can get away with anything?
Don't leave me! Not again.
I'm
I warned
the
you to
only
stop
one who
following me.
knows.
Come here, hon. Got a sweet idea for you.
Where'd you go?
Okay.
Better check. Better check.
I never wanted to be no killer. This is just what he wants. In a better world, we'd be from.
I got a lot of irons in the
Something terrible's about.
mission to leave.
I got places to be, so get out of my way.
I didn't say you could go.
No, but I did. That's what matters.
Where'd you go?
Everywhere. Everywhere and everywhere.
Don't leave me! Not again.
Well, I mean, technically I didn't leave him, but now he's sleeping. Okay. GI, here we go. peek.
Whereabouts of the foreign bitch scientist unknown. Ryan presumes she's dead, but our guess is she's gone underground with the Little Sisters. Options on obtaining the ace are dwindling.
A Rapture reminder. The walls surrounding Fontaine's department store have been filled with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the
Got it.
light down in Fontaine.
That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Ryan's minefield is well laid out, grant him that. But what security system made that ain't got a hole or two in it? If I was taking book down in Fort Frolic, I wouldn't like my odds. If I jig left when I should go right, there ain't gonna be enough bits of me left to set a crab stable.
The anarchist Bakunin said the urge to destroy
Pretty,
is
you're
also
heartless.
readable.
Totally heartless! Ow!
When we lay waste to your mind, we make art.
Show me what you're capable.
Though there's little to like in this Atlas fellow, one must admire the lilt in his brogue.
I do commend this recent effort of yours to find the good in people.
Sadly, it's all a lie.
The effort?
The accent.
I don't suppose there's much about the man that's authentic.
He's authentically homicidal.
And you view this as a positive.
Well, one has to start somewhere.
It's true. Starting somewhere. Gets you somewhere else.
Ryan's minefield is well laid out, grant him that. But what security system made that ain't got a hole or two in it? If I was taking book down in Fort Frolic, I wouldn't like my odds. If I jig left when I should go right, there ain't gonna be enough bits of me left to set a crab stable.
Damn hooligans. They've been sneaking into the repair bay at night, riding around on hydraulic lifts. It's some kind of make-out spot. Can't exactly blame them. God knows how boring it must be to grow up in Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this isn't an amusement park. I've locked the control room. The code is 7951.
Fuck. I do it every time. Why? serious? Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, we got here the long way. Well. I always love taking a trip to go nowhere. Why is this shimmering? I already got it. Whatever. Move on, move on, move on. It's a glitch in the Matrix.
What's your secret, Donnie? Why are you always number one and I'm always pulling up the bottom?
Because you are a bottom.
Recently, I've been on something of a hiatus.
That's why.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
Okay. Let's move on.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Oops. Fuck. Just a minute, folks. What the fuck? Gas bolts. Okay.
Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this. All right. You pay attention now. That's Andrew Ryan on that screen. Ryan's got the formula. You trust your old man.
What's that now?
We're not finished!
No, but you are.
See, boys? You see what a
say?
Didn't say anything.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away!
I'm just gonna have to. Nobody here. Just the spiders.
See, I keep my eye on these things. I catch everything. Like how Ryan's controlling him with those messages.
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure but the madhouse.
Where'd they go, Kara?
Palm of my hand. Mark my word. Palm of my hand.
Oh, come on. Really?
Oh, Jesus! Who did this?
We didn't see nothing. You thought you saw something. Nope. Just your
You
imagination.
can't talk to me like that. Show you
Don't seem to...
You think you could talk to me like that?
What of it? I been told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
Yeah, folks always stare.
He's not fat, he's big boned.
Selfishness, says Peter the parasite. Self-interest, says Ryan the lion. Why share anything with your neighbor except a fence?
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. I need to cool the transformer at the top of the device, or the whole thing will overheat. I'll need to actually use Old Man Winter on the transformer. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
Well then. Quite the interesting engineer she is. Neat.
Booker. Look. You're on the First Lady.
Yep. That's where Elizabeth cut the dress.
It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift.
You know, honestly, her memory is quite remarkable.
Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time.
second here, folks.
If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Okay. That should do it. Let's see.
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such want something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret lab. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Yep. This is not simple enough.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
She makes a good point.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
That'll prove useful. Hey, what's up, Easter egg? First Bioshock game. First weapon.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
of all hoarders and exploiters. Those who had all will have nothing. Those who idled shall toil.
Say it!
Long live Daisy Fitzroy.
Gun her down! Sneaking around. Kill her!
Don't surrender!
Still breathing. Who did this? I'll Just bide your time. Bide your time. We abide neither.
Right in the ass.
You gonna answer for this, girl? My living quarters got reassigned, all right. I'm sleeping in Fink's bed tonight. You can't go!
Thought you were going to. Instead,
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay the hand?
that's the right way. I don't want to just. on a second, folks.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No, there's a slot for some kind of key for manual winding. We've just gotta find that.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, certainly. Alright. Just 1 second, folks. Gotta use the bathroom real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. If anybody's here from other streams, I've made note that my sister suffered from 2 strokes, so I'm just giving her a hand. That seems like an extra time.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us. Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
We've got the clock key.
That's something you gotta ask yourselves. That is one fancy, elaborate room. Of course, Jeremiah Fink is a man of noted ego. If it's not big, flashy, and eccentric, what's the point? Anything here? Doesn't look like anything here. Just cigarettes. Really nothing? Nothing at all. Okay. Absent. Huh. Strange.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. But for the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we're all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
Oops. Oopsies.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
Good. How to get that idiot his lock of hair.
Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children. You just complicate the narrative.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Comstock is going to answer for this. Damn it.
Who's out there? Here I come!
I heard you!
Shadow.
Hunt you down!
Somebody hide me!
Where are you?
Come back here.
Find her! This wasn't him. Who's there?
Who's there? I'll find her.
anybody.
Gonna hunt you down. I ain't no private.
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about. But I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
You gonna answer for this, girl? You can't hide forever. Don't think you can hide from me. Chasing my own shadow.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Something's going on. I'll find that piggy!
Now, I know there's been some concern about the nature of the work we do here at Fink Manufacturing. Why, some say they're uncomfortable with the purported harm and suffering our research brings. But friends, let me pose a simple question. Is there anything you would not do to guarantee the health and safety of your loved ones? My interest is the future health of your children. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Someone's sneaking around. To arms!
Fuck off, I'm moving around.
and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration.
Neat.
It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Isn't that fascinating?
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved. Poor thing. What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls?
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector.
Interesting.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so he left them to die.
That's not looking at anything.
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it a human?
Does it matter?
Strange. 1 second, folks. Alright, folks, I think I'm just going to leave it here. And we'll continue this next week. Almost done this one, and that will give me time to figure out what to play for Thursdays. So, let's see who is on. Who is on? Who indeed? Huh. Hext is on. Let's go right him. Playing some DBD, Dead by Daylight. So if you're interested in seeing that kind of stuff, you can stay and raid with us. I'm particularly not really interested in it, but I'm good to watch some people play it. Like I'm not opposed to it. It's just something I would never play myself. So, thank you everybody for joining me. Thanks to everybody who's all the lurkers and chatters and things like that. Because honestly, chatters or lurkers, either way, they're both very important, and they make the streamer whole. We're all in this together. So, say a little bit of Hext, and I will see you all tomorrow for some modded Doom this time.